Guess who's back?
Back again.
It's your friends, it's your friends, it's our friend.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. BT's in the wheelchair. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm here, yeah.
Hey,
I mean, go ahead,
you're
bro.
alive, man.
Huh?
It's the first time seeing you in months.
First time seeing you in months.
Because he didn't want no visitors.
Who said that? I didn't say I didn't want no visitors.
Every time a nigga asks, hey, you good? You need... Nah, I'm cool. Stay where you at. I'm good. I got it. I'll let you know.
When I was in the hospital, yeah, because I was a bad place in the hospital. But yeah, I'm good, man. I mean, yeah, it's been cool to have you drop by. I can only have, 3 people drop by at a time because I only got 3 chairs. I only got 3 chairs, so I can have.
You got a 4th chair. We can sit in your lap now.
Like I'm pervert Santa. Come on, tell me. I'm pervert handicapped Santa. I'm a black handicapped Santa.
Ho.
Hold on, let me set my wheelchair break, kids. Instead of kids going, what do they want for Christmas? I go, let me tell you what I want for Christmas. I want to walk. Santa wants to use his legs for Christmas.
The burning question I've been asked 1 trillion billion times.
Go ahead.
What actually happened?
I can't talk about it.
Obviously.
Due to legal reasons, I can't talk about what happened because the case is still open. But I can say thank you to everybody who contributed to my GoFundMe. Man, that was to ask for help and to be in that situation where you help. Man, that's a son of a bitch, and that was hard mentally. It's still hard mentally, but
it's humbling. To know that people are willing to help you when you're hurt. You make an impact on people. We do this, podcast. You've been doing stand-up for, 20-something years now?
30 years.
Over 30 years.
Yeah.
So, you make an impact on people.
You really don't think so, but you know what? You're right. You kind of do. And honest, I'm not even trying
to me, the evidence is in the GoFundMe and how quickly you reach your goal, and just like there's so many people you find out that really care about you. I got tons and tons and tons of messages of people who are just saying, "Hey, tell BT, I'm thinking about him. I'm praying for him. I don't got $5."
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, dude.
Send him some titties. I was like, I'm not sending him those titties.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, I can't talk about it for too long because it's weird. I just start fucking crying.
Yeah.
And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's weird. Like, it goes hard for 4 or 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just stops and I'm good. I call it Seattling. Where all of a sudden I just start. I can't stop it. And all of a sudden it just.
Seattling.
You know how in Seattle it rains all the time, but it rains like hard 5 minutes and it stops.
Okay.
That's what I do.
That makes sense.
Am I Seattle? And so I'll be talking about it because people say, hey, what happened? And I start to tell them, and man, I just boom, and I can't stop it. And then all of a sudden it stops, and I go because in the beginning nobody, people couldn't come see me, so it was like I was talking to people on the phone. It was easy going into it, and then I'd start telling a story, and then it just I couldn't get through it, and it's easy a little bit easier now, but it's still hard. But mainly, man, just thanks everybody for just for the GoFundMe and for getting me through. I mean, it sounds like that load of shit line. People say, well, thank you so, but fuck, man, thank you so much.
You say it like Elvis.
Thank you so much, thank you. But no, thank you everybody, man. That really, that was very humbling. I mean, it really was. My mom and my brother came to see me, man, and that was, they drove, like, what the fuck? But they drove up here, and I said, y'all could just stay in my old apartment, but they got a hotel, and they stayed up at the airport.
I don't blame them for that.
Yeah, they go to my apartment. Oh my God, I thought my son was doing better than this. So
the only thing standing in here is his socks.
Yeah, and attention. So, man, thank you to everybody for the little well wishes. That shit you think don't mean nothing, it meant everything to me. So thank you so much. So it's good though, man. I mean, everybody reached out. Ex-girlfriends did, let me know shit was still, we were cool. Like, hi, what happened, motherfucker? You know? Well, that's what you get. You know?
I told your ass about driving.
See, that's karma coming around. Look, what I did to you had nothing to do with what happened on that. What happened on that?
That ain't what we tell everybody, Clyde.
So yeah. So luckily I didn't have no exes like that. They were real cool. They were genuinely concerned. They were very cool. So yeah, man. So thanks to everybody.
Well,
thanks to everybody.
Until you get back on your feet officially, you know, we're pulling for you to get back on your feet. You look, all things considered.
I mean, that look like shit.
No. I'm saying
you can't walk.
No. What I'm saying, considering how close you came and everything, you look good.
Yeah, thanks.
You know.
I got you. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm happy that
Thanks.
that we're back together.
Me too, man.
Because I miss the show. I miss Malik. I miss you. People ask me a million times, when? It's like, I didn't want to do the show with anybody else.
I know that was me when I reached out to you. That was me being sincere. Like, hey, listen, man. I felt like we had great traction. We had everything was rolling. I said, man, we can't stop this shit. And so I was like, look, just have you fucking take over, bring in some guests or whatever. Like, I mean, seriously.
And I tried, but the schedules never worked.
Okay. Well, I wish you would have hit me up on that. Cause I hit you up, I never heard back from you. I go, D, just fucking take over, man.
And I did. And I was like, hey, I want to do the show with X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z were like, I can't ever get the time. And I said, okay. It was one of those things where I was like, either I'll do it with just me and Malik, or we won't do it at all. If I can't get the guests that I want on the, with the scheduled matchup.
But then, see, you don't know how hard that shit is. Yeah. That's why with me and you doing it, and Malik also. I mean, that's people. We are dedicated to what we do because you think it's easy. It gets, hey, come on, hey man, we blah blah blah. Hey man, my schedule. You go, okay. And don't get me wrong, they're probably right, whatever. But it just lets me know, okay. Now I set my thing like, okay, gotcha.
It's one of those things where I appreciate the listeners, the ones who are dedicated and
yes.
kept up and
yes.
constantly asking, when's the new show? When's the new show? I put in a Facebook group yesterday that we were
I saw that,
recording,
man.
And we got a lot of love. So thank you everybody.
Thank you everybody.
For the people,
but we back now, baby.
Who dropped their monthly subscriptions, we completely understand.
Yes.
He's feeling better. He's allowed to do the show now, so the shows will be coming back regularly.
Allowed, yeah.
Well, I mean legally.
No, you're right. Because I had to hit my lawyer up and go, listen, can I start the podcast back? Blah blah blah. If I don't mention, whatever, blah blah blah, and they were like, yeah, just don't, and they go, yeah. Because there's still stuff we got to deal with. But, so man, I was just like sitting here going, man, what the fuck, what the fuck are we doing here? So, everything's happening in little increments. So, people say, hey, how you doing? And it literally is going at this pace, but it's progress. And I swear to God, it sounds like nothing, and I told you, when I had you pick up those corn nuts for me. I had Dion pick up some barbecue corn nuts for me at the Shell station here. And it's only right down the street here. He's
lucky I hadn't passed it yet because I hate corn nuts. I hate the smell of them, the texture of them.
But I went there by myself two nights ago. I go, fuck it, I'll do it. And so I did. So I crossed the street. Made me tell you something. This shit made me cry. That's why I feel like a pussy. It literally made me cry because I was going to cross the street. I hit the little, for the thing, right? So I'm waiting here, and so I'm waiting for the light. It's for the little walk time. This black lady gets out of her car, and she goes, you need some help? And when she said that, this white dude in his pickup truck, and he's, Indiana pickup truck, tattoos and everything, he stops his truck. They weren't even together. He stops his truck. He holds traffic. Come on, brother. And she wheeled me across the street. Both of them together, and they didn't even talk about it. And they wheeled me across the street, and the traffic stopped for me to. But it's a crosswalk, and they got me across the street. Man, that shit, man. I go, thank you, baby, and I fucking fist bumped him, and I start crying. As soon as hey, thank you, I appreciate it, and I'm fucking bawling. I just start fucking bawling, like, God damn it. And I'm fucking crying. I'm going, man, that was so fucking nice. So I go down to Shell, And people don't realize like it's a back road and there's gravel and fucking potholes. It's Indiana. Potholes and shit. Hey, they got regular potholes on the regular street, so side street, they really don't give a fuck. It's like when the snow comes, you know. So they don't give a shit about the side. So anyway, it's gravel and potholes. So I finally get on the shoulder of the road, of the highway, you know, and I go in and I get my corn nuts. I really wanted some corn nuts bad because it's hell on a fucking wheelchair. So then I came back. So on the way back, I'm facing this way, but the traffic turns away. So because it's faster. If I can do my foot like this, it's faster. So I'm doing this. I'm watching traffic. I'm watching their faces going, the fuck is wrong with this guy? And I'm doing this shit. And I go, you know what? I'm just gonna go to when I go to Speedway up here. When I go to Speedway,
he's a traveling man.
It's easy. Well, you know, you sit here and you can sit here like this.
Oh
watch
shit!
TV. Yeah.
Sheldon got what I need.
Yeah, exactly. You can sit here and do nothing and be like this, or fuck, say, I can get some exercise in and do something. So, you know, like the other day, I got off. I literally let myself out off the thing, man. I look pathetic. I was on the ground and shit, crawling and shit. I laid my yoga mat out and I did yoga, but putting it back up, I had to fucking roll it up, and then I'm sitting there getting back into the chair like, yeah, I'm good. So I want to go see a movie, so I had to call the cripple van to come pick me up. And there's two of them. One is one. It's only.
Do they call it that?
I call it that. I'm a cripple. Hey, I'm a cripple. It's like white people. Hey, man, my best friends are black. They say I can say nigga. So what I did was I this one thing. It's free. No, it's like $3 if you live in Hendricks County, right? It's $3. So. But you gotta call them up for like a week in advance. So on a Monday, I called them on a Monday so I can go see a movie on a Friday so they come pick me up. And then they called me on, you know, they didn't call me back. So Tuesday I called them back and go, yeah, we can't do it. I go, all right, man, whatever. I mean, they picked me up like 2 or 3 times. And they were good because they kind of knew what they were doing. But so Z-Trip is one that's down the street. I didn't know they were down the street till the other day when somebody, the other cripple van was taking me to my doctor's appointment, and I saw Z-Trip. I go, those motherfuckers said they couldn't pick me up. They're right down the street. It took me 2 hours. I almost like I go to the movies, so they take me to the movies, and I come back, and you know it's a pain in the ass. But so now I can get on the knee scooter. And yesterday was the first day I was able to get on the knee scooter and go to the movie. I saw Twister. I don't know if that's a, you know.
How was Twister?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was good. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, whatever, you know, but I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit, like Glenn Powell's gonna be the next Tom Cruise. Even Tom Cruise like told him, he goes, what do you wanna do? When he did Top Gun Maverick, the remake, he said, what do you do with your career? He goes, I wanna be like you. And he goes, okay. He goes, well, do good movies and provide. And he goes, okay. And that's what he's doing. Because the movie's PG-13, it can easily be G. There's no cursing. All it is people getting sucked in the air of a tornado, which, you know, like I said, I'm from Oklahoma, so you see that shit all the time. And like there's only implied romance, like, you know, like they don't even kiss. There's like implied romance, like, you know, I think he likes it, and next scene, and they're fighting tornadoes. So it's a clean movie. It's entertaining. It's 2 hours. It feels like 1:30, man. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, yeah. So, you know, but yeah. So. I've been busier than people think. It's like, they go, hey, you watch a lot of Netflix? I go, not really. I watch a lot of Netflix. I mean, it happened in May, and I thought the funniest shit the whole time was watching Rick Ross get beat up in fucking Canada. Like, God damn. First of all, we're Americans, so we don't respect any other country. We think we're the baddest. I kind of like the fact we went up to Canadian, yeah, Canada ain't got shit. And he played that fucking Kendrick Lamar and they beat the shit. But he got beat so bad, he actually thought he won the fight. You remember he goes, yo, see that video? Now, old boy looked me in the face and said, you know what? You throw that drink on me, Ricky Rose is gonna hit you so hard, you're gonna see everything you had to eat in the last 2 weeks. And the boy was like, oh. I go, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I saw you and your security guard got beat up. His security guard was on his knee, like taking, like, you know, like Colin Kaepernick. He was taking kicks, and he goes, y'all done? And he gets up and just, I was like, God damn, who the fuck is your security, Malik? I mean, do something. It was fucking horrible, man. He had the worst security. When he was walking out the venue, it was just him, security, and 2 skinny motherfuckers. I was like, where's your security at?
It was at Wingstop picking me up a lemon pepper.
They were like, I guess they were like, hey, Rick, Text us when you out, man. And then we got to pick the phone up. And Rose was getting his ass kicked.
911, it's an emergency.
Somebody get my purple Lamborghini. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, man.
How you gonna fight a correctional officer? I got a gun and a badge. Oh, that's right, it's not registered in Canada. That whole beef is stupid.
Well, first of all, man, I mean, honestly, of all the shit that people rally around, I'm talking about black people, the shit we rally around, it's like, this is what we, I mean, all the shit we're going through, this is what we, you see Kendrick put that diss track out on Drake? Really? That's what's concerned? Okay.
My buddy Lee called me when Not Like Us came out. He's like, I was asleep. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, you heard that new song? I was like, nigga, I'm 40. Don't call my phone about that bullshit. Who cares?
Obviously, they do. I mean, listen.
Young people.
Listen, the fact that the Crips and the Bloods were on stage together, dancing and supposedly unity.
I love how they pick and choose when they decide that what they're doing is wrong.
Hey,
you know what I mean? We can come together for a greater cause than us, but Monday through Friday, I better not catch you on this block. Like,
dude, that shit, man. I mean, living out there and living in a gang neighborhood like I did. Granted, you know me, I don't partake in that shit.
You're not a banger, yes.
But you can always, easily catch one. Like, them young kids, they don't give a fuck. Like dudes were saying, like they're minding their own business. And one dude was like, they get to a stoplight or stop sign, and he goes. Dude had a gun, like pull out like a gun, almost like on Boys and Hood, pull out a gun, put it to his head, like, hey, yo, bud. And his friend goes, don't look over, just don't look over. And he didn't look, and he just kept, and waited, and he crossed the street, and he took off. Same thing happened to me one time. I was on like, I forget it was the 91, and I remember some dude, he was like flashing gang signs. I was like, oh, this, and I thought he was like,
doing sign language?
No, I thought he was handicapped.
I can't stop my car.
I thought he was handicapped. He go, oh man, you can't hear? He was doing all this, like, oh man, you good, bro? Doing Donald Trump, are you good, bro? Fight!
Yeah, so.
Man, with that fucking maxi pad on the side of his head. Jesus Christ, I mean, man.
The fakest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dude, I just can't believe the Secret Service had to be like, is this dude gonna take the shot or not? I mean, you got people on the ground going, there's somebody up on the roof. And they're going, we know, bitch. And they're going, is this dude going to do the shot or not? And then finally they go, and then they, and action, But that was weird. You know what the weirdest thing about it is? Nobody in that crowd really got up and left like, black people, they gone. I mean, nobody, white people, we'll be all right. You know what I mean? But
yeah, they sat in place.
They just sat there like, oh, man.
Don't be a moving target, be a stationary one.
And then it was weird how they got him. They had that little, really weird scrum. But all of a sudden, they let him hold his head up, which that's exactly what I would do when somebody's shooting. Let him hold his head up. Instead of moving him like this and have him stay down,
Here's my thing. There was why wouldn't they jump on top of him and roll him underneath the stage?
On the other side.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to shoot him until you could pull the fucking Escalade up and whisk him away in that.
I could be a police chief anywhere now. If that's the best the Secret Service can do, and they're trained at it, dude, I have no doubt I could be a police chief.
Do they not have fake presidents that they run drills on? You know what I mean? Do they while POTUS is being POTUS, don't they have a fake POTUS somewhere? All right.
Or just a black dude up his Trump.
You know what I mean? And take shots at this nigga and run through scenarios. They let this nigga get his shoes. They had to put the inserts in his shoes back in before he could put his shoes back on.
Had to get his toupee down. I mean, to be honest, it's like, okay, remember years ago when somebody just walked into the White House when Obama was president? And we're like, oh man, because he's black. Now it's like, that's a Secret Service problem. Because he went to Columbia and the Secret Service was fucking around. They weren't really doing their job. And something happened, a security breach happened there. And you think, it's because Obama. It's like, nah, they ain't really doing their job.
Man, the Secret Service has been on some bullshit since fucking
Kennedy.
The first,
that first snafu with Kennedy. Hey, let's go to the hey, if they want you, they gonna get. Man, I know it ain't funny, but somebody had a meme. It was Kyle Rittenhouse and go, he don't miss. Man, I ain't gonna lie. God damn.
I just to me, I don't think they were trying to kill Trump. I
don't know what was going on there because if you're shooting from 150 feet away, you don't shoot for you
It
shoot
was
for
130
a large,
yards.
You shoot for a large mass. You don't shoot for.
Yeah, why would you aim at his head? You don't. He's 78 years old. You don't got to shoot him in the head. Anywhere in the chest, you shoot him in the shoulder, he's probably not gonna make
You
it.
shoot him in the knee.
You know what I mean?
You shoot him in the knee. Give him a blood cut like I have. He wouldn't make it.
There's just too many questions I have. Where'd they find that shooter from?
Wish.
Man, did he look like an unfinished puppet or what? Like,
Hey man, you know what, man? It just goes to show you, like, the truth is being revealed in a lot of different ways. It's like when you took that trip down that rabbit hole of conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad you did, because now you see that.
Cat Williams was telling the truth.
But no, but
It's
I've
one
always,
side and God's.
by the way, his special came out while I was on the men. I thought it was a decent special. I thought it was. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I mean, he had a lot of.
I didn't laugh out loud at all.
No, we know I laughed that loud when he was talking about, Joe Biden. You know who's doing the most work in Joe Biden's administration? His dog. His dog done bit 31 people. Man, he's right though. Joe Biden's dog has been. I mean, he bit Secret Service. Maybe that's why Secret Service don't
He
give.
probably smell all that cocaine. Like, y'all gotta go.
His dog's high. His dog's doing this. His dog's high on cocaine, just biting people. Getting fucking Nazi flashbacks and shit. My grandpa used to serve in this administration. You got a dog that's high on
You know how
cocaine.
many generations that would be for dogs?
Matter of fact, I think Joe Biden's dog was the one that planted that cocaine on Hunter. In that bathroom, he goes, "I'll show you." He just goes in. He puts the cocaine on the sink. He leaves.
Hunter and the cocaine dog.
And he's doing this. What is it, boy? What is it? The dog got some cocaine residue on his nose and shit. That's why he's been biting people. That dog's high on
He needs a
cocaine.
fix.
He's high on cocaine. That's why that dog's been biting people.
Did you see Hulk Hogan last night at the RNC?
I saw it and I had to turn away. I mean, I can't watch this. I can't watch it. I mean, I know I should for comedic purposes.
See your childhood hero go full MAGA. Ugh. I used to love Hulk Hogan as a kid.
Well, the good thing about it is I never was that into him.
Yeah, because he was so much older, right? Wrestling wasn't, yeah.
Even when he was on Rocky 3 or 4, I still was like, and remember
It was 3.
He was kicking Rocky's ass, remember? He was, "Hey, you got crazy out there." Remember that shit? "Hey, I get a picture, brother." "Yeah, you got crazy out there." You know what I mean? He had to beat Hulk Hogan up and shit. And so, like, I never was, I mean, it was like, okay, he's cool, it's entertainment, but now I'm like, I really don't give a shit about him now. And they all go out there and kiss his ass, and he gives that 2-hour speech.
Man, when I tell you, we would go to my grandmother's house, and I would rent old wrestling tapes, old Royal Rumbles, old Survivor Series, all wrestling. Anything that Hulk Hogan was on, I love that shit. And then I grew up, heard that shit he said about his daughter's boyfriend.
What did he say? I forgot that. What did he say?
I think I saved it in my bookmarks. Oh, let me see. I don't know how good it is.
I knew something was up. You know what? They were on my flight one time. It was the
Hogans?
Yeah, after the Grammys, because it was the Hogans and Kirstie Alley. And that was not too far after 9/11, I think, because people were still kind of weird. Wow.
Yeah, so basically, for those of you who couldn't hear that,
Wow.
Hulk Hogan was like,
He even said, "I'm racist to a point."
I'm racist to a point. I don't like niggers.
Wow.
If she's gonna be with one, I hope he has a lot of money.
Like a basketball player. I mean, he's gonna be a really rich nigga, better be a multimillionaire.
And that's how they think. And then he was up there ripping his shirt. What y'all gotta do?
But then he's got a point though. Why would you want your daughter to just go with an everyday?
Because people are people, man.
No. He's got a point. You want a rich basketball plan.
No, you don't. They're the worst people.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you. And you know what's funny is that it was a backhand compliment to the NBA in the fact they didn't select Jaylen Brown to be on the Olympic team. Because remember, somebody had to drop out. Oh, what's his name? Kwame Brown.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. Why? Kwame Brown. Where'd that go from? That's how much I don't know about.
Kwame.
So Kwame Leonard. No, what's his name?
Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, Kawhi. Blah. So
anytime you can put that, I love that fucking callback, dude.
So
sorry, go ahead.
I love it. No, but Jaylen Brown too. Like somebody, Kawhi Leonard. He left the Olympic
team, right?
I think because he's making too much money and he's prone to injuries, and his the owner of the Clippers like, nah, you ain't gonna be on the Olympic team. And he goes, all right, bet. So they want to replace him. So they got Derek White. I mean, of all the people, and I think they don't want Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown is really smart.
Who is they?
The NBA, the people.
There's only one person in charge.
No, the Olympic Committee. No, Grant Hill is. Grant, as far as the Olympics and building the team,
it's
LeBron
James. That's why he was talking about his kid a couple days.
Who? Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, when you sit in front seat, he was like, I don't think Brown is a pro.
He's also.
He can't. Why would they pick Derek White if it wasn't for LeBron don't like Jaylen Brown?
Because Derek White's one of those dudes where he's that guy in high school who's just a nice guy and he's swell. He does his job. He'll pick you up. Hey man, be late. Pick me up, Derek. Okay, and he'll pick you up. And
reliable.
He don't cause no trouble. And all of a sudden he's second string, but he does a great job. And all of a sudden the starter, maybe I don't know, he just don't show up one day. He don't tell nobody. And they put Derek in. Go ahead, Derek. And Derek has a great game. And the next game, the starter's there, but he's on that bullshit. And they go, hey, Derek, you want to start? Yeah, coach. And they put him in just to teach a starter lesson. That's Derek White. I mean, it's serious. That's what Derek White is. I mean, nothing but. And here's where the NBA gives itself a backhanded compliment. They said Jaylen Brown, they thought he was too smart to be in the NBA. Too smart. Because he taught a class over robotics. He's real political. He wants to open up the next Black Wall Street in Boston. And they're like, get the fuck out of here. Why don't you park that car by the water? They don't give a shit about that. So in a way, but that's what the NBA said. Hey, we think he's too smart to be in the NBA, which is like, if I heard that, I'd be like, what the fuck are you trying to say? But so props to
He's
Jaylen
not
Brown.
coachable.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't believe my bullshit.
Yeah. Props to Jaylen Brown, though, man.
Yeah, Jaylen, I hate the Celtics as an organization.
Because of the history of them. But for the most part, I mean, to be honest.
But congratulations to him.
And let me tell you something. I watched the NBA Finals only because I had nothing to do and I couldn't do anything. So I was kind of stuck watching that shit. And I thought, honestly, with the Mavs getting, what's his name? The light-skinned dude? Klay Thompson. Klay, blah, blah. But I thought, with Klay Thompson coming, I think it's going to help because, man, let me tell you something. With Luka and what Kyrie did, I mean, granted, they almost got swept. And I thought they did a great job. And I'm not into basketball at all. I think it's kind of horrible in the sense of, look, like all they do is play for the long shot. No one really drives to the hoop. But, man, I thought Jalen and Jason Tatum, man, I thought what they did was incredible. I really did. I really, really did. So, good for them. What? What's funny?
It's just you don't watch basketball and hear you talking about it. It's just kind of funny.
It is funny. It's like it'd be like you trying to tell me, this one heavy metal album I listen to. What? You know what I mean? I listened to Kiss the other day. What? You know what I mean? I think
no, I would never do that.
I think Kiss's best album was Destroy You.
Are you Kiss sucks.
Stop before I punch you.
Of all rock bands, Kiss, they're like happy rock. And
you don't know the history of Kiss though. What Kiss did though?
You're right, I don't.
They never opened up for anybody. Kiss, all the biggest bands, they all were front. I mean, they all opened up for Kiss. All opened up for Kiss. All of them. And Kiss knew what they were, But what they were at that time, you had to consider the time. In the early 70s.
I wasn't there. I can't consider a time I wasn't there.
That's why there's video. But when they came up, I mean, they were.
As someone who's
been there, who was there during that time?
No, as someone who's younger than you, anytime we look back into the past, it looks like shit to us. You can talk to Gen Z. They think all the shit from the 90s is ass. We thought it was the coolest shit ever.
You know what? So, it depends on what you're talking about from the 90s.
I'm just saying, if you were in the 70s, you look back at the 40s like, yo, the 40s was ass. Right?
In what though? In what category? Because there's certain things you go, no, I thought the women looked beautiful in the 40s. I mean, they look glamorous. They look all their shit hanging out, muffin tops and shit.
You pick a bitch from the 40s over a bitch from the 70s?
Women in the 70s were the best looking women of all the races.
So why you bringing up what women look like in the 40s if you ain't picking them?
Listen. Women from the 40s were nice and classy looking, and then the 70s came.
Classy looking according to who? Them fucking pencil dick niggas who was fucking them in the 40s. All that shit's corny. That's why nobody dress like that anymore.
Yeah, they do. It's
who?
The Republicans.
Oh, the ones marching in the street.
Yeah, the one that said
the masks on.
Yeah. No. with the ear mask on that said they got shot in the ear. Those dudes. I mean, they remember.
Can you help me tape my? I can't get mine. I got you, buddy. Fucking. These niggas are in a cult.
No, somebody said it best. He goes, so if he got shot in the lips, would you put a mask on? I thought that was a legitimate point, man. If you got shot in the lips, would you put a mask on? But honestly, I think it depends on the category. Like Gen Z talking about how 90s was ass. What category? Because I agree in a lot of things the 90s were ass. In a lot of things, but what category?
I'm talking about whenever you...
If you get my
I'm
music?
talking about the quality of looking back. So because the 40s was taken in those pictures and movies, it's shit sounds terrible because everything's progressed, right? So a 90s VHS tape is gonna look like shit compared to a 2000 DVD, and you know.
I don't know why. I just think about it.
Now we got 4K.
I just think about an interracial couple in the 40s together, living together. He's like, hey, why don't you go to the grocery store?
Give me some corn nuts.
They gonna know something's up when she buys some Newports. Newports and corn nuts.
So last night.
Oh, yeah, you got a black boyfriend? Yeah, I think you got a black boyfriend now. See? Yeah. She don't like the white guy. She like the old black boyfriend. Yeah, see? Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Last night after the show, I'm standing outside vaping, and some dude that was at the show comes in out of the comedy club, and he's got a pack of Newports. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh man, you were really funny. And he daps me up.
Yeah.
Right? And I go, thanks, man. I can tell he's drunk.
Right.
And he's the type of white dude who's like, who gets way too close to you.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I hate people, period.
So when he first came up and he was like, oh, you were so, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was like, thanks. And I gave him a look like, go on, man, about your business, right? So he pulls up, he started on my right side. He makes a U, comes to my left side, and he goes, you know what that stands for? He pulls out a pack of Newport cigarettes. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
He goes, you don't know what that stands for? And I'm just looking at him like, are you going to tell me? He goes, well, I'm not going to say the first word.
Oh, I bet you wanted to fucking punch.
Bruh, I was like, get the fuck away from me, man.
Good for you. Good for you.
It's like, what is your problem?
If you know
you saw a black dude, you couldn't wait to tell him your nigga Newport story? Get the fuck away from me.
Well, you know what the N stands for? It's time for you to leave, sir.
Jesus.
It's time for you to leave. You will.
It's like the comfortability of people to just walk up and be like, oh, here's a black guy. Because I was the only black dude at the show.
You? At a Dan Soder show?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
And Rick goes to everybody's show, so.
Oh, Big Tall Rick?
Yeah.
Man, he the greatest.
Shout out to Rick. Appreciate you,
the
brother.
greatest. I love Rick, man.
And his wife, Joelle. Shout out to
her. They're good people. They're great people.
They always late because they be fucking before the show.
Do they really?
I don't know, but that's what I say every time because they always come in late.
Yeah. Well, he is black, though, so. Yeah. And he probably has some Newports. And you know what the N stands for? Stands for
But
not there yet.
It was like niggas enter work. It was some racist shit.
Man, you should have popped him with an inside.
And I was like, man, get the fuck away from me.
Just pop that inside.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying. I was like, just go on, man. Go on. You keep your apology. Think about what you've done.
Think about what you did.
I'm going to start saying that shit. Think about what you did.
Think about what you said. Think about what you said. You tried to fuck me, didn't you, Brett? You tried to fuck me.
Yes, you did,
Brett. You tried to fuck me. Marcel Wallace want to be fucking me. It's just truth, though, man. It's like, come on, man. Like, every time you go, there's faith in humanity, somebody comes and fucks up this and shit like that.
That's why I have, the only hope I have is to be the ash on the wall when the bomb first drops. I don't want to be a survivor. I want to be, I'm not going to make it. I'm still thinking about fucking that interracial couple in the 40s. Just imagine an apartment complex in the 40s where you have all the fucking couples, they can't come out. Like you have a lesbian couple on one floor, interracial couple on the other floor. No one, two gay dudes on one floor. And this fall on NBC.
In the 40s. So, what's going on in that apartment there? Yeah, it's a weird apartment complex. Yeah.
All these diverse couples and then just the regular white racist.
Yeah. Well, this is the weirdest apartment complex ever. Yeah.
I was wondering why the rent was so low, honey.
That couple on the top floor, they sure like to bang a lot. Yeah. She smokes Newport. That's weird.
You ever notice he never sits in the back?
He comes up to the back of the apartment complex and shit. She's got her head bent out. He's fucking. You got fucking two dudes. You got two fucking PE coaches. PE coaches. Two lesbian women together and shit. No one knows what lesbians were in the 40s.
Two oldest.
Yeah. Two oldest. They got them gray sweats on with that thing in the back where they're doing this shit. That's attached to the wall.
Can you imagine being old lesbians in the 40s?
They never got married. Or they call them spinster women. This bitch was having a triple-double every fucking game and nobody could figure it out. She was doing set shots and shit, just killing motherfuckers. Mabel was averaging like a triple-double every time she stepped on the court. She was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark. She was fucking finger rolling and shit. She was doing a finger roll, and then she went home and did some finger rolling.
Tell me you love somebody.
All right.
Baby, girl.
All right, kids, we're going to do a mile. Under 5:30. You understand? I can still do a mile, and I'm 44 years old. That's my friend. She stays with me.
That's what's so crazy to me. Is like Olympic athletes back then would be regular people today. You know what I mean?
No, they were still badass. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, you mean like, what do you mean?
Like back in the 20s, like, what's Otto Grange and...
Otto Grange or Otto Graham?
You
mean Red Grange and Otto
Red
Graham?
Grange, yeah, back in like 1912. It's like,
12.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they were like, you know?
And they run like this?
and their shoes were made out of wood.
Yeah. Another world record.
The world record was 13.5. Like,
we got to beat the Nazis. I know how.
I think I can run a 13.5 right now. Be my last 13.5.
My one and only 13.5.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a world record. Like that's crazy to me that was the peak back then, and now it's like everyday people.
It's all relative, man. I mean, but a great athlete is a great athlete. At the time, what they did,
they would be great now.
Yeah,
like they were great.
But
I'm not right. But what I'm saying is, if you think about it, you know.
I thought
in the 1912s, I'd be a world-class athlete.
Let's not.
I'd be like, yo, me and Jack Johnson against the world.
You and Jack Johnson. Even back then, Jack Johnson be fucking you up doing this shit.
No, I'm talking about because if it ain't snowing, he ain't going. That's what I was talking about.
That's gotta be the greatest thing in the world. Can you imagine now, hey, yo, T, you come to the party? Hey, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Well, it's a blizzard, motherfucker. You better get here. And bring your galoshes.
We gotta do the
Would you rather?
The am I the asshole?
Oh, am I the asshole? Yeah.
You wanna read it or should I?
Since you're already there, go ahead.
All right. Let me pull it up here. Am I the asshole? New to Reddit, as I need opinions. My fiance and I, both 30s, are getting married in a couple months.
Congratulations.
We now need to finalize our menu choices for our guests, So now we are vegetarian.
I know that's right. Yeah, plant-based, baby.
In general, we are pretty relaxed vegetarians. If we go out, we totally don't mind if our friends' family choose meat, fish to eat.
Ugh.
Same if we visit family. As long as there is a veggie option, then great. Now back to the wedding. On looking at the choices and given it's our day, we thought it would be nice to have a fully vegetarian menu.
That's right.
My 32 female parents are...
What? My what?
That's what it says. 32 female parents are paying for the meal, and they have been absolutely stunned by this choice. They say it's disrespectful to people who aren't in vegetarian culture, and also disrespectful to our own values and terms. I got like an arrow.
Really? At their wedding, it's disrespectful to their... Okay.
Value of terms of ensuring our friends have a nice time. They say it's forcing our ethics on people. My viewpoint is, it is one meal only on our day where I'm sure it will be delicious whatever they're served. None of our friends have ever complained when coming to our house for vegetarian food, but my parents say it's different at a wedding because people expect luxury food.
You get the luxury vegetarian food.
Especially if they are traveling from abroad. Many are, and apparently this needs to include meat. I am honestly, Natalie and Bruglia, torn on this. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Personally, I don't mind that much if our guests eat meat, but it is inconsistent with our own life choices, and it is our day. So that could make it feel inauthentic.
Yes.
And I think the whole focus on the meat thing is quite generational. My parents are in their 60s.
Old people.
My fiance agrees with me, but the issue is my parents are very kindly paying for the meal.
WIBTA.
Would I be the asshole?
Oh, would I be the asshole? Thanks.
Would I be the asshole if I got everyone only vegetarian food?
You know what they should have done? Is that got everybody like Impossible meat and didn't tell nobody, and everything looked like it was, what do you call it? Like regular food? Yeah. Like macaroni and cheese and Impossible meat?
Sorry, I had to stand on my ass. It's killing me. This stool.
Imagine what I'm going through. Imagine what I'm going through.
I don't know how you sit down all day and then you can't stand. So that's how you sit down all day.
Bro.
But man, no.
I mean, listen. You know, that's kind of a good one in a way, but hey.
The mom's goofy.
It's their fucking wedding.
Well, I'm paying for it. You don't have any meat. I just want my friends to have a good time. Mom, what about us? What about our wedding? You want us to have a good time? Well, you're being selfish on the day of and that would be the end of the conversation. Whose happiness is more important?
The people getting married or people paying for the meal? It's like this. Why don't you, have people RSVP for a wedding, right?
Yes.
Okay, could you RSVP ASAP and tell me, are you vegetarian or not?
They know.
And
but
then,
like you said with the Impossible meat, like you wouldn't be able to tell.
Just don't tell nobody.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
And then have everybody's fucking, be
Man,
a line for the bathroom like at Six Flags on the weekend. Oh, I don't know what I just ate. I know what you just ate. It's called healthy food. And they just...
They do sound like McDonald's parents.
I want meat! Yeah, no offense, but anybody in the 60s, and it doesn't matter the race. It'd be black, white, Latino. I mean, it doesn't matter. When you're in the 60s, they're set in their ways, man. And they're going to be
you don't think
old-fashioned.
Biden's going to change? You don't think he's going to come around?
Hey, you know what they need to do is? They need to call that hitman up. And
The same one. I think they killed him.
They definitely.
Hey, what's Kyle Rittenhouse doing right now? No, what they need to do is... I was like, is he jerking off? What's he doing? What they need to do is just get, all the Democrats need to come in, and this time Obama needs to be black, and go, look here, Joe. And shuts the door.
No, because legally...
And have that music from Pulp Fiction. And he's got Joe bent over.
Y'all never answered the question.
Oh, I know we got on. I'm sorry. Am I the asshole? Okay.
I think the mom is an asshole.
I think
you can have a vegetarian meal that's luxury and fabulous.
Yeah, if you get the right chef.
It's not like he was like, Mom, go to fucking Kroger's and get 3 fruit trays. That's
no,
all.
no.
That's not what, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you
That's not
something.
what he said.
You can get mushroom stroganoff. You can get, I mean, people think, oh, it's gotta have meat. No, it don't. You can be full of some gourmet shit. You know how much pasta shit you can have that doesn't have meat in it? Then you be like, oh my God, this shit was the bomb. So here it is. Thanks for paying for it, but if you don't want to pay for it, get the fuck out
I've
of
had
here.
meatless lasagna that I thought had meat in
You
it.
can have gourmet food and be full as a motherfucker and not have meat and be like, that was a good.
But if I don't got meat, I don't want it. If I'm paying for the meal, my cash means meat. The two M's, money meat.
I tell her, hey, listen.
I make money with my meat.
Whoa. I make money with my meat. Way to go, son. I mean, if you can do it, do it. No. I'd be like, okay, listen. I'd be like, listen, well, thanks, but no thanks. It's our fucking wedding. So, yeah, they're the assholes. The parents are the assholes. I'm in my 60s. So, you know what's almost like? It's like those parents, if you don't turn out the way they want you to turn out, then they're upset. When, okay, let's say you're a good kid, okay? You get good grades, you're never in trouble, you know, you having a good time in life.
All the orphans listening is like, parents are like that?
It's just the truth. I mean, it's like, you know, and then it's like, if you don't turn out the way they want you, it's like Sinead O'Connor when she ripped up that picture of the Pope on Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
And
She was right.
And they go, you ruined your career. She goes, no, I ruined what you perceive you wanted my career to be. I mean, she stood on business.
Yeah.
No cap. She stood on business. And she did what she did, and man, good for her. And they threw her through the ringer. But nobody said she was wrong. I mean, think about it. That shit was going on, and people act like it wasn't. I mean, that was a criminal organization that they were running, and she exposed them. And that's why she did that shit. But did they go after them and try to correct that shit?
No, they went after her.
They went after her.
Shut the fuck up.
They went after her. I mean, Joe Pesci was kind of threatening violence on her.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, okay, so you mad at her. It's like people, you know, doing the Black Lives Matter, which Black Lives Matter basically was civil rights 2.0. So when you ask for civil rights, and it's Michael Che's joke, but he's right. He go, black people don't even ask for equal rights. We ask for civil rights, and you can't even give us that. And you get mad at us for marching for something that, like, slavery it's immoral. It's almost illegal. But the people who were the abolitionists were the ones that were breaking the law. The abolitionists weren't. So what's right and wrong then? Slavery is illegal, immoral. That's fucking immoral. But they got more upset at abolitionists than people who were slave owners. And you claim to be Christians. So you bring that shit back to this, and I don't know my point anymore. I mean,
It's like, what is he talking?
I know.
You know
Exactly. That shit has been held in for like.
Parents don't.
They don't respect the. It's almost like it's about them, and it's not. It's their fucking daughters. It's their wedding. It's their day. So if they want to have a wedding in the fucking nude, they should have a wedding in the nude.
I think it's key info, and I think that's probably why she said it at the very last sentence that her parents are paying for the food. I think that's why the parents are like, if we're paying for this,
Then we should get what we want for the parents.
Some say, if I'm about it, I don't know.
No, because the only reason you're paying for it is because they're getting married.
So if they're in their 60s,
So if they
have
weren't
waffles
getting
and-
married,
Wait a minute, some waffles and fried chicken, whatever the fuck people in the 60s eat or ate back in the day.
I'd go to a wedding if it had waffles.
I ain't gonna
That
lie.
sounds bomb, actually.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I woke up today like, man, I want some motherfucking waffles and hash browns.
Chicken and waffles sound
Dude,
that
hash
sounds
browns,
good.
even right now, hash browns and fucking waffles right now. Look at my face. Hash brown and waffles right now. If there was a waffle salesman walking around right now going, get your waffles, I'm like, come here, man. And I would, seriously,
Come here, man.
come here, man.
I come to you, but you see what's going on.
Yeah,
Give me
you
one
see-
of them waffles.
Yeah,
What are
you-
y'all looking at?
The dude walking by with his puppy. That's like the only white people on there. They live right there on the third floor. Like I can't see into that place, but it's right there. And yeah, they're the only white people there. I mean, they ain't tripping though. At least I don't know. They might be when that door shuts. It's like I'm doing the right thing. I hate these niggas. I hate these fucking niggas. I mean, maybe they're thinking that like, well, I guess I need to get a better job.
When racism
Welcome to the jungle.
inspires you to get a promotion.
No, they're around all these Africans and shit. God damn.
I have
man.
got to do something.
I got to start voting Republican more.
The change begins with me.
Project 2.0. 225. Project 225. Oh man,
They want to
goddamn.
get rid of all of fucking prenatal health care. Just
Dude.
get rid of all of it.
Dude, what they're it's
You
not.
can't wear condoms. You can't.
You can't wear I mean, who?
They want to get rid of condoms. They want to get rid of all contraception.
First of all, the companies that make it should be like, whoa, what? I think it's Carter Wallace. If they were like, you gonna put us out of business because you got some, because y'all don't fuck enough? I mean, seriously, that's basically what it is. Basically, if you break this shit down, white people can't keep up.
No, it's not that white people can't keep up. It's just like they've turned unfuckable.
Whoa, what? What?
Young white dudes, white women aren't trying to fuck them because they have better options now. Like when you look at the culture,
No, they just don't. No, they don't reproduce like they don't reproduce.
right? Because their options is like, I don't want to fuck that guy.
No, you ever been North and South Dakota? Trust me, they fuck each other. They try, but they just don't reproduce like they
You're
used to.
talking about the people who don't have options. I'm talking about girls who have options. That's what I'm
Women
talking
always have options.
about. No, not always.
Well, okay.
Not always. Some people don't really get. You know what
Let's
I mean?
be nice. Let's be nice.
I'm being honest.
I'm getting girls like Malik and shit.
I'm just saying, how many? Certain people don't have options. They get whoever likes them. That's okay, because I can't do no better, and that's fair. Everybody has their level.
But they still end up pregnant. You ever see a woman, you go, oh, and she got a kid, you go,
Right,
oh my God.
And I'm saying that happens because they can't do better.
And those are the ones I go, man, whatever you do, God, please don't.
This
let
whole,
that
just
happen.
these incel dudes, these fucking young Republican incel dudes, like they created their own problem.
But
women
hey.
don't want to fuck them because they have better options, and these dudes are mad at it, and they're taking it out on everybody.
So ain't nobody gonna talk about Matt Gaetz basically violating the Mann Act, which was put in place because of Jack Johnson. And he violated that because he wanted to fuck a 13-year-old girl. And all of a sudden, where'd that case go?
And I love how Trump got shot, the day after all the Epstein files came out. When his name was on all them pages, he was calling Epstein late at night. It was just funny.
But we worried about the youth. Okay.
It was just weird to me that they say he got shot. Right after those files came out, and it was the teleprompter that supposedly cut his ear, or not a bullet, but the teleprompter was intact. And how the fuck would the teleprompter would be below him?
Hey man, the Epstein.
And none of that shit made any sense.
E squared, the Epstein effect. That's what it is. Everything's the Epstein effect.
It's like
man.
anytime they put something out about him, man, the next day we got mass shooting, we got fucking cocaine at the White House, we got fucking Trump getting shot at, we got Biden stepping down, anything.
You got a German Shepherd hound cocaine from Biden.
Anything to change the news cycle so they ain't talking about all them pedophiles that are in those documents.
Hey man, they all did dirt. I mean, think about it is Republicans want to separate themselves from the Democrats, and I'm neither. By the way, people think because I'm black I'm a Democrat. No, I'm neither. I literally take a step back and look, and I go, okay, you know who said this best? Who's that? The fat chick from Arkansas, Sarah
Huckabee Sanders.
Huckabee. I was like, she said it best back in the day. She goes, okay, you're so mad at Trump, but who do y'all have coming up besides Biden? And I was like, she's right. I mean, the Democrats talk about changing shit. You ain't got nobody. Now you're trying to beg an 80-year-old man, just step aside, you old motherfucker. And he don't want to. But you didn't have anybody ready to take that spot. And you knew he was. That was your best bet, was hinging on an 83-year-old dude. That was your best bet. That's when you know both parties are fucked. Anyway,
I don't disagree with you. Both parties are trash. I completely agree.
And no one talked about how they screwed Kennedy. Whether you like him or hate him, he deserved a shot. He was a third party, so he deserved to be equal on that. But for some reason, we act like that the independent party, whatever, doesn't exist, and we screwed him. Secret Service didn't even want to give him protection, which they ain't giving.
Which sorry, we're busy.
Hey,
we gotta not see the guy on the roof directly across from where our fucking president.
They're like, hey, sorry, you're canceled. Anyway, listen, guys,
Yes.
It's great to be back. Thank you guys again for the and GoFundMe. Thank you so much. I can't get into it. Like I said, I'll end up fucking crying and shit. So, but thank you guys for the support. And I understand about the subscriptions and everything. Hey, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do.
We're back now.
We're back now. So
make sure you go to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancer Crew member for as little as $6.
I feel better.
Get a bonus episode, which we will be recording very soon.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel better already, just mentally from this right here. Doing this mentally right now. God damn, I feel so good. Thanks, man.
So thank you guys so much.
Good to see you, Malik. Good to see you, D.
Good to see you too.
I mean it, man. And everybody else, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, man, we're back. We're coming stronger than ever, man. We ain't holding no punches back, bro. Now I've seen the light. I've seen the face of Jesus. He's like, hey, you got work to do. You know, people always say that when they almost die. I seen what Jesus said. Yo, you ain't done yet, son. Jesus from New York. Jesus Puerto Rican.
Bronx Jesus.
Hey, you ain't done yet, kid. So yeah.
But we are done.
Yeah, we're all done. We gotta
You
go.
know what we say at this time.
BT.
I'm Backkk Curry.
And like we say about this time, you know the word. Follow the line.